name is BJ Whimpey. I'm an actor and a voiceover artist. And currently I'm being friends with Olaf in Hale Centre Theatre's production of Frozen. If you've seen other shows at Hale, I was Cogsworth the Clock in Beauty and the Beast. I was the Wizard in Wizard of Oz. I was Long John Silver in Treasure Island. And then also at OMT here in Ogden that does Out of the Egyptian Theatre. I was Shrek in Shrek the Musical and Frank Butler in Annie Get Your Gun. So I do a lot of theater around here.
Yeah.
So Olaf has been a lot of fun. It's a very different challenge because when they called us back, actually, before I was cast, they told us, like, hey, everyone, just so you know, like, Olaf has been cast. Like, this is Olaf, and it's the puppet that we're working with to be Olaf. Like, and you get to be friends with Olaf. Right. As an actor, normally you want the attention on you. You know, you want people to look at you. But we've had to work with the puppet in a way that we push the attention onto the puppet. The audience looks at us, they want whatever we're looking at, that's what they'll tend to look at. And so we, as the puppeteers of Olaf, we focus all of our attention on the back of the puppet, so it pushes all the attention that way. And the other actors who are interacting with us on stage don't talk to me, the actor or the puppeteer, they talk to Olaf. And we got to work with Fergus and Matt that came in and built the puppets for us and then trained us, who are the Olaf puppeteers, and then also the Sven puppeteers.
Oh. Have you been a puppeteer before?
I have. I've done a couple things where I've been a puppeteer. I did Avenue Q, and I've always had a fascination with puppets. Love Muppets since I was a little kid. I think Muppet Treasure Island is one of the best films ever made. As well as Muppet Christmas Carol is the best version of Christmas Carol you can see.
I mean, you're a pretty animated actor. It's got to be an adjustment to try to focus that all.
It is, and that was one of the things when we were training with Fergus and Matt. Don't act through the puppet. So, you know, instead of me, you know, doing something with my head or a facial expression, make the puppet do it.
Yeah.
Like when we were practicing, they had a course set up for us, like to go through with the puppet, and there was one where, like, the ground was supposed to be sticky. And we found that we kept like acting like our feet were stuck as puppeteers. Yeah. And they were like, no. The puppet's stuck. You don't exist. And so then you had to like, make the puppet get stuck in the sticky ground. The puppet's maybe about 4 feet in front of us. And so that's whenever we were doing choreography or blocking, it's like, okay, I want Olaf right here. It's like, okay, do you want me right there or do you want the puppet right there? Like that's, because it's a different. You know, we have a little handle that we hold, but then we have 2 triggers, one for the mouth and one for the eyes. And then we have another hand hold that is connected to rods that go out to his arms. So you're doing all of that and making him hop around the stage. And like, I love being an actor. Like, acting's my main thing, but being a puppeteer is a vein of acting that I've gotten to do, but not a lot of. And so I'm really excited and really enjoying doing a lot of puppetry. I love working with Hale Centre Theatre whenever I get the opportunity. I mean, I've worked with, like I said, OMT and Centerpoint and other theaters, and all theaters are amazing. One thing that Hale definitely has that's a step above most places is the technology within the stage itself. Even people who have come from like Cirque du Soleil and other people and seen our stage are like, this stage is more complicated than what we work with in Vegas or in our shows. Just the way that the stage itself can move and go up and down, and then what they can bring in from above or below the stage. The main stage at Hale Centre Theatre is in the round, so there's an audience on all sides of you, which is a different thing when you're trying to act with a puppet. Ryan, who is our director, he's tried to block us before where we're like kneeling down like off of a piece and then like Olaf's up on a piece, and so that we're kind of like down, or he'll put the actor in the vom, which is one of the exits. And then have the puppet out. You can still see us, like we're not hiding or anything, but to try and give the puppet more view, so give the audience more view of the puppet as well.
And I'm curious, I saw that they have like sensory overload performances or performances just for kids.
Yes, so I know Saturday mornings specifically, they have children performances, which I mean anyone can buy a ticket, but normally Hale Centre Theatre has an age limit. So because this is a very family-friendly show, they've opened it up of like the Saturday morning performances. I think they said like 3 and upper, but I've seen it with Babes in Arms, as long as you're courteous. Like that's the main thing, you know. But they also understand that kids in the early mornings, they may be a little rambunctious, and so they're a little more lenient. Whereas if you were to come and bring a child to an evening performance and they were getting rambunctious, the usher might say, hey, you need to take them out.
I see.
But I mean, theater etiquette is something that children should be taught. And so I think it's great to give them this opportunity where maybe they can have a little bit of the wiggles or whatever, but also to say, hey, when we're here, you need to be calm, you need to watch the show and be focused and teach kids that theater etiquette. And then I know they also have, and they're kind of intermittent, on the website you can see their sensory performances, and that's for people who may have sensory issues with lights or sound. So the music is a little bit softer than it normally is. We don't go full blackout in the house, so the lights are like dim but not blacked out. And then some of the effects that we have on stage, they remove them so that they're not as overloading with the senses for different people. This is the first theater I've ever worked at that's had a sensory performance. And we did it last year during Beauty and the Beast, and now this year again with Frozen. And I think it's, again, a great opportunity to help some of those people who have those issues in their life to be able to come and experience live theater in a way that maybe they wouldn't be able to otherwise.
So when does it run?
It opens today, actually, as the day we're filming this, and it runs all the way through February 14th.
Oh, wow. That's a huge run.
Very long run.
Yeah. But I was looking, it's pretty sold out at least.
There are a lot of them that are sold out already. I know on our calendar, our performance calendar, we have possible performances as well. So if we do end up selling all of our tickets, they'll open up new performances. So if there's nothing there right now that you can get, check back, because they're opening new performances all the time.
Yeah.
Honestly, like watching Frozen, it's been wonderful because the cast, both casts, because there's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday cast, are just phenomenal. Every person that they brought on, from the dancers to the Elsas, are perfect. They're so beautiful and so talented. And actually the other day, like last week, we got to see, as a cast, Let It Go for the first time on stage with all the lights, all the sounds, all the tech. And like so many of us in the audience were very emotional about it. I myself started crying a little bit. I got teary-eyed. My friend Jess, who was being the actress at the time for Elsa, was friends with Elsa, excuse me. And she sold like the feeling and the beauty that Let It Go has come to represent, accepting yourself and letting go and just being who you are. And just watching her perform that song in the elements, like, it was beautiful. And it made me tear up. It was quite amazing. And I think everyone from tiny kids to full grown adults are going to see the show and feel its message of light and love. And not only that, but just have a great time at the theater.
I've never heard that, friends with the characters. That kind of from the puppeteering element?
This is, a lot of times with Disney, it stems from working the Disney parks. You're not allowed to say that you are a character, but you can say that you are friends with a character. And so in this show, because it is a Disney production, we've been asked in those moments to say that we are friends with the character instead of being the character.
I see. All right. Well, nice. Thank you very much.
No, it was a pleasure. Thanks for asking. Go see Frozen the Musical at Hale Centre Theatre, hct.org. Get your tickets now.
Perfect.